Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do these amazing mermaid waves without a mermaid waver. So if you love this look like me and have been thinking about buying mermaid waver, save your money. I'm going to show you how to do it with your hair straightener. So to begin, I have just washed and blow dried my hair last night. Basically, you just want to start with your hair smooth. It doesn't have to be straight, but smooth. You don't want any frizziness or any kind of curls left in there from your natural curl. We are going to start at the base of the head, taking sections not too fine. And I'm just going to take one section on either side of my head. We're going to create a wave pattern in the hair, starting at the top. You're just literally gonna move your hair straightener like so, sliding down slightly with each section. Don't leave the iron on each section for too long because you don't want to cause any damage. But that's your mermaid waves right there. So I actually have had triple barrels in the past, or mermaid wavers. They come in and out of trend all the time. And they are good, they are really good, but in all honesty, the process takes as long as doing this. So I kind of figure, why not save your money, use what you already have, and you're more likely to have a better quality hair straightener than you are to have a good quality waver. And to be honest, a waver isn't probably something you want to invest a large amount of money in because the trend does go in and out all the time. As you can see, the process is relatively simple. Now, the same with your waves as it is with curling. The larger your sections, the looser your waves will be. And keeping in mind too that the closer you go to your scalp, the more body you're going to create. I prefer to take larger sections. If you really want that mermaid soft wave, make sure that your sections are a little on the thicker side, but just play around with it and see what works best for you. Different hair types will need different size sections. I thought that while I was showing you guys how to do this, because there's not really a lot to talk through, it's pretty straightforward, you just literally need to practice. I thought I would do a little bit of real talk with you guys. So for those people who do know me or have followed me for a long time on Instagram, you will know that I suffer from anxiety, and that's something that I've been very open about basically forever. And in the past I have suffered from depression as well, but thankfully I seem to have overcome that, or at least moved past it a little bit. I haven't suffered from depression for a long time, but yeah, anxiety still gets to me at times. And this week I had a huge panic attack that literally just came out of nowhere. I was literally driving. I'm usually triggered by something, but in this case I actually wasn't. I'd had a really relaxing day at home and I was just chilling out, and I was on the way to pick up my kids from school and literally just started feeling like this pain in my chest while I was driving, and I knew straight away that that was anxiety. I recognized my symptoms very well and I'm very self-aware. So I instantly started to stress about getting anxiety, and it's like catch-22. By the time I got to school, I was having a full-blown panic attack and I was struggling to breathe and I was crying. It was just really messy and awful. I actually like talking about it because I think it brings light to a dark subject, and it also helps people that haven't suffered become aware of what it feels like and what it can do. In this case, there was no trigger. There was nothing I can put my finger on. I have gone through some stuff this year, but in all honesty, it was really strange and really random, and it's been a long time since I've had a full-blown panic attack like that. I like to shed light on it and just show people that don't have anxiety that it's a real thing. Thankfully, I had a friend and my ex come to my rescue at the school. It was amazing. My children's dad is amazing and obviously has been there for me throughout this journey with anxiety and depression for 11 years that we were together. So he understands very well what triggers me, what helps me, that kind of thing. So I'm very thankful that he and I still have a great relationship and that he is still very supportive of my journey. It's a scary thing. Anxiety is really scary for the person suffering, and I suppose it can be really scary for the people around as well. My kids were really worried about me. I think that's the first time they've really witnessed me mid-panic attack, and I've been old enough to be aware of what's actually happening and not knowing why or how to help. And that was something that was really confronting for me, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm traumatizing my kids, like this is really scary for them. But like I said, I am really an advocate for shedding light on mental health issues, and I think it's really important to show other people and kids that it's okay to be vulnerable and it's okay to have mental health problems as long as you're willing to manage them. And if that's openly or privately, completely up to you. For me, obviously I do treat my problems privately, but I'm very open about talking about them, because I think you just never know when you're going to help somebody else or help somebody understand somebody else's condition. I just wanted to use this opportunity to encourage you to understand, encourage you to do some research, or, you know, talk to someone who you know suffers, and, you know, talk to them openly about, you know, being there for them, supporting them. Everybody needs support in different ways. Some people really like someone to be there with them. Some people really need to be alone in those times, and that's okay. Find out what the people around you need when they're not feeling good. As somebody who has suffered with anxiety and depression for a long time, at times it feels like the people around you sort of disappear when times get tough. So it's nice to know that there are people around who genuinely want to help and who genuinely want to know what works for you. It's really encouraging, it's really supporting, and we really do appreciate it. So, you know, being a support person of someone with mental health issues is equally as hard as being someone who has mental health issues. So I will never take that away from those people who are supporting people. You're doing an amazing job. If you're supporting someone, props to you, because it's a challenge. It's a real challenge. Sometimes us people who have mental health issues, we don't know how to really openly communicate how thankful we are, but I can assure you, I am so grateful for the people I have around me who continually support me in my mental health journey, and I suppose those who just offer support in whatever way is authentic for them. Sometimes when times get tough, people walk away, and it feels difficult for us to process, because we're like, well, what is it about me and my condition that's making these people walk out of my life? But I think sometimes it's important to reflect on the fact that that's not always about us. I know it's really hard because they're the people you want around you, and they're the people that you expected would be there for you when things get really tough. But sometimes it's just not about you. Sometimes that person doesn't know how to handle what you're going through, doesn't know how to support you effectively, and feels like maybe they'll actually make things worse because they don't know how to process it. So yeah, if you're suffering and the people around you are kind of walking out on you, don't take it personally. Just keep looking, keep finding, maybe communicate how it is that you like to be looked after. So as you can see, it looks cute and wavy and has like a nice casual kind of early 2000s vibe, which I love. But it's super easy. In fact, I think it's probably faster to do this look with the straightener than it is to do with the triple barrel, because you have to leave it on to heat each section. So I personally find this method really fast, I find it really easy, and I think the result is similar enough that you can save yourself the money of buying a Mermaid waver and just use your iron. It takes a little bit of practice, but once you get it, you won't regret it. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, but as always, I appreciate your love and support, so thank you for watching. Share this video with your friends if you think that they would find it useful, and thank you so much for listening in on my real talk today. I hope you learned something. You are never alone. Mental health does not discriminate. It affects people from all walks of life. So if you know someone who is suffering, please be there for them as much as you can. And if you're suffering yourself, I hope you find the help and the strength that you need to keep going. We're all here for each other, and strength in numbers, my friends. So thank you so much for today, guys, and I will be back next week with another video. I'll see you then. Bye.